I'm Yaneli, also known as Miss Be Helpful, with another FinCap Friday brought to you by NGPF. Food delivery apps have fundamentally changed the way takeout orders are delivered to our homes. Back in the day, each restaurant had to hire their own delivery driver or two to deliver orders throughout a cluster of neighborhoods every 20 or 30 minutes. But today, apps like Grubhub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash have a database full of drivers who typically do not work for these restaurants, but instead they're paid as contractors by the delivery app companies themselves. This comes with some pros for restaurants, like not having to hire a delivery person on their staff, knowing that a delivery person is always nearby if orders need to be picked up, and reaching way more customers, which leads to revenue growth. But there are definitely some cons for restaurants as well. Food delivery apps charge unreasonably high costs and fees. These apps make money from various different fees when you place an order, but they also take a commission of 15 to 30% of each order on top of that. Sometimes they charge even more if they boost a restaurant's placement within the app or if they include them in a special promotion. One experiment conducted at the Washington Post had 3 different orders for the same exact meal placed through 3 different apps. Before all the fees, taxes, and tip, the meal cost $20.69. For Uber Eats, the restaurant got $14.48 of that. Grubhub gave the restaurant $12.47, and DoorDash only gave them $10.59. But restaurants aren't the only ones getting hit with ridiculous fees. Customers who place orders through these apps are seeing the fees get out of hand too. Delivery fees and service charges often add 30 to 50% or more to the total cost of your order. One Reddit user posted a screenshot of their order, and it showed how regulatory response fees, delivery fees, express delivery fees, taxes, and other fees, as well as tips, brought their order from $23.25 up to $42.27, which is almost 2 times the actual price. Stories like this are fueling outrage among users, and some people are saying this is just not right. They're expected to tip well, but this is already so unaffordable. Many customers have observed these delivery apps using deceptive practices like changing the prices in the app compared to the lower prices on the menu at the restaurant. Not to mention shameful business practices like making huge profits off of unnecessary and unfair fees while underpaying drivers and hurting the profits of many small businesses and local restaurants. They'll upcharge you so much, and yet the delivery worker who's handing you the food might only get a few dollars, and they're responsible for paying for their own car and gas. These major food delivery apps are able to get away with charging exorbitant fees due to market consolidation and proprietary technology using AI and machine learning. This gives them a lot of bargaining power. And so that's why a lot of customers decided to stop using these apps altogether. They prefer to pick up the food themselves or just cook at home, largely because they feel like the convenience of these delivery apps is just not worth the outrageous premiums being charged. But what do you think?